would so many different women from so many different circumstances?
Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. It's now the 20th of October 2016. Donald Trump has just been asked in reference to the allegations of sexual assault, and he's going to talk about that. But when he starts putting allegations towards Hilary Clinton, I want you to see what she's doing. Give me a second.
Over so many different years, why would they all in this last couple of weeks make up? You deny this. Why would they all make up these stories? And since this is a question for both of you, Secretary Clinton, Mr. Trump says what your husband did and that you defended was even worse. Mr. Trump, you go first.
Well, first of all, those stories have been largely debunked. Those people, I don't know those people. I have a feeling how they came. I believe it was her campaign that did it. Just like if you look at what came out today on the clips, where I was wondering what happened with my rally in Chicago and other rallies where we had such violence. She's the one in Obama that caused the violence.
I don't know if you noticed with her face, she seems to be very, very guilty. And when he's actually talking, she's actually nodding. You see, in life, your body language sometimes screws you up. You're not noticing what you're doing, but just look at her again.
One in Obama that caused the violence. They hired people, they paid them $1,500, and they're on tape saying, be violent, cause fights.
See that? A little bit of nodding. I know she shook her head for a second, but a little bit of nodding. Bear me a second.
And now I listen how she's going to get rid of ISIS. She's going to get rid of nobody.
All right, we are going to get to foreign hotspots in a few moments, but the next segment is fitness to be president of the United States. Mr. Trump, at the last debate, Secretary Clinton, Mr. Trump says what?
Sorry, guys, 1 second.
Where I was wondering what happened with my rally in Chicago and other rallies where we had such violence. She's the one in Obama that caused the violence. They hired people, they paid them $1,500, and they're on tape saying, be violent, cause fights,
nod.
I would say the only way, because those stories are all...
It's absolutely human. When you're actually listening to someone, sometimes you're nodding or shaking your head. So there's certain parts that she may have disagreed with, but other parts she totally agree with. But if you could see her face, she looks so guilty. That's not a woman just thinking, that's a woman of guilt. Total guilt.
Totally false, I have to say that. And I didn't even apologize to my wife, who's sitting right here, because I didn't do anything. I didn't know any of these women. I didn't see these women. These women, the woman on the plane, the one, I think they want either fame or her campaign did it. And I think it's her campaign. Because what I saw, what they did, which is a criminal act, by the way, where they're telling people to go out and start fistfights and start violence. And I'll tell you what, in particular in Chicago, people were hurt and people could have been killed in that riot. And that was now all on tape, started by her. I believe, Chris, that she got these people to step forward. If it wasn't, they get their 10 minutes of fame. But they were all totally, it was all fiction. It was lies and it was fiction.
Now, Secretary Clinton.
At the last debate,
sometimes not saying a word can speak 1,000. What's the word I'm looking for? I forgot what the term is. But she looked really guilty then, and she was nodding a lot when he was actually accusing her party of starting fights in his rallies. I do think a lot on body language. It tends to tell the truth when you don't want it to. Thanks guys, speak to you soon, bye.